Hi, I'm Victor. In this video, I'm going to be covering the investments that I have that are in cryptocurrencies or related companies to cryptocurrencies. In the case, it would just be Coinbase, which is one of the investments that I have in my portfolio. I want to go over the reasons why I invest in cryptocurrencies and why I continue to spend time analyzing this industry and why I think it's important, and then go through the investments that I have and the reasons for them. I'll also share with you what I intend on doing over the next 12 months as I consider investing more into this particular part of my portfolio. This is the smallest part of my portfolio. I have more money in growth stocks, income stocks, bonds, and I have some capital here in the investments that I'm going to show you. I think it has a bright future. It's just there's a lot of unknowns. It's which currencies are going to be used the most, which companies are going to thrive, which companies are going to be hurt, which companies are going to go out of business. It's going to be interesting to follow it, but those are big unknowns. Now let's get into my video. Before I do so, do me a big favor and like my video, subscribe to my channel, and leave comments. I'd love to hear whether you're invested in cryptocurrencies, if you're interested in investing in cryptocurrencies, or if you're just staying away from cryptocurrencies altogether. I have an investing strategy around cryptocurrencies to diversify and to learn and to keep up with technology. So I've been fortunate to work in the technology industry for some time and understand that there's just advancement after advancement. I think everybody's excited about artificial intelligence, AI, and the market's really run up stocks that have a viable business that's going to be in the AI space. Well, cryptocurrencies support a digital world, and that's what we're in. We're in a digital world where software applications and experiences are fully digital. Whether you're sending a Venmo payment to a friend or you're buying a concert ticket through Ticketmaster, that's all digital now. So, what's going to support a full digital world? A digital currency. In my mind, it makes a lot of sense. We're also a global, we have a global economy. Right now, the US dollar is treated as the global currency, but the US dollar was created a long time ago. And you have exchange rates, you have a lot of details that have to be figured out when you make a transaction with the US dollar between two parties that are in different countries. Digital currencies take that away. They simplify a transaction like that. A Bitcoin is worth the same amount whether you buy it in Hong Kong, Los Angeles, London, Mumbai. It's the same thing, and it'll be transacted at the speed of light. So there's a lot of reasons why I believe this is part of the future. We can't tell which company is going to be winners or losers, which currencies are going to use the most, but I believe that digital currencies are part of the future, which is why I want to have some assets in that part of of investing. I also want to learn and keep up with what's happening in digital currencies so that when I'm more comfortable, I can invest more capital. And more importantly, so this opportunity doesn't pass me by. If the opportunity becomes incredible, I want to put more capital into it. I believe it already has proven to be a great investment for many. If you invested in Bitcoin in 2008 and held your coins, you'd be up 27,000%. Just a phenomenal return. Year to date, and I'm going to show that later, you'd be making a great return. You'd be beating the S&P. So that's why I invest in cryptocurrencies, and that's why it's part of my overall strategy. Looking at the past year, Bitcoin has beat the S&P, pretty much doubled it. It lapped it. The S&P is up 18% if you look at the last 12 months, but Bitcoin's up 43%. Ether's up 23%, and you get about 3% staking, so it's really up about 26%. So it's beat the S&P. Coinbase over the last 12 months is up 17%, almost keeping up with the S&P. So those are just excellent returns. I think that it's a higher risk asset class, most definitely. But again, if you had invested in Bitcoin and you were an original investor in 2008, you'd be up 27,000%. And over the last 12 months, you'd be up 43%. So, you can't argue with the data. It's been a good investment. Bitcoin is digital gold. It's a stored value, pretty much like gold, where there's a lot of scarcity. Bitcoin, you're not going to produce uh, as many coins as you produced in the past, or I should say, the miners are not going to mine as many coins because it has a decreasing mining rate over time to a point where they're not going to mine any more coins. So that scarcity really drives the price up for Bitcoin, and that's certainly been a factor. The same holds true for real gold, where there is scarcity and it's very expensive to mine gold, which is why a lot of investors want real gold in their portfolios. I've never invested in real gold, just never got it, never understood why somebody would do that. But Bitcoin's been a different animal because it's part stored value, like gold, but it's part technology. And the technology is fascinating. The whole blockchain and all those things is very interesting. And I think it has a part in the future, which is why I invested in Bitcoin. So we talked about physical gold, digital gold. Next is digital oil, and that's Ethereum. I started buying Ethereum coins a little over 3 years ago, actually 4 years ago, and have learned a ton about Ethereum. And Ethereum is being used more as as developers create functionality and create use cases for Ethereum. And these are next generation, applications. And these are next generation experiences. I know that Visa is developing a digital currency platform. That's very interesting because they control the credit card business pretty much. And a lot of other well recognizable names are doing the same. So Ethereum has been a big beneficiary of that type of development. And Ethereum is the second generation of cryptocurrencies. It allows you to lend out your currencies. They call it staking. And when you lend it out, you get almost a 3% yield in the form of a staking revenue, which is kind of like a dividend. So not only can I hold, Ethereum, I also can produce some income, which is really interesting. I also have an investment in Coinbase, and I'm glad I've invested in Coinbase. I analyze the company twice a quarter. I created a video less than 2 weeks ago. It's on my channel if you want to view it, a detailed video on Coinbase. And I value the company at $93 a share, and it's trading near that $93 a share. I'm looking for the next earnings release to see how they're growing. My valuation may change. It may go up, may go down. They have a great balance sheet with really no net debt. They have more cash than they do debt. And they're generating a lot of free cash, which is very special for a young, growing company in such a young space industry. To be generating the amount of free cash that Coinbase produces is impressive and special. So I value the company at $93 per share. I'm glad I'm an investor in Coinbase. What I'm going to do over the next 12 months with Coinbase, I'm currently holding, and I'm holding for another earnings release or two, and then I'll make a decision to buy, hold, or sell my Coinbase stock. With Ethereum, I've been a holder, purely a holder, not buying any more coins for, about a year and a half to this point, coming up on 2 years, and I'm ready to buy more Ethereum coins. I think it really has proven to be a stable cryptocurrency. A lot of big companies are developing on Ethereum. So the usefulness of Ethereum has really gone up. And I've owned Bitcoin for 5+ years, and will buy more to my Bitcoins and invest in that, store of value, because it is a good investment. So that's my cryptocurrency portfolio. I'd love to hear comments from you to see if you're an investor in cryptocurrency investments and what you're doing in this space. It is the smallest part of my portfolio, but I invest a lot of time in it because I just want to learn. This could be a massive opportunity. It's not clear who the winners or losers are going to be. I think right now it's an educated guessing game, but I really want to stay current on what's happening and what's going to happen next. I wouldn't be surprised if the AI wave of innovation has a lot of digital currencies baked into that innovation because artificial intelligence is going to be really change a lot of things, a lot of ways that we transact, the way we run businesses, the way we provide services, and charging in a digital currency would make a lot of sense in my mind. So I'm going to be very curious to see how that develops. So thank you for watching my video. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a great year of investing in 2023.